Alright. Phone call, phone call, phone. No. Technical difficulties. All right, let me just start. I never conform in response to your recent comment. So, um, you are correct. London Girl is used as an easy target on this platform because she's way too nice. In her very, very own ways. She can't be a cunt when she wants to be, but she's a lot more nicer compared to some of these other wankers on it. Now, in response to what you were saying about her treatment on here. Now, only certain things get called out on here on Never Conform. Certain people are allowed to call certain people whatever they want, and it gets questioned, and other people aren't. So, Michelle C, for instance, Dave was on the panel the other day when I've gone up, and basically Michelle pretty much, because she can't get at me, she will obviously have to bring up London Girl to try and get at me because she knows what London Girl's like. Now, um, she called her a nonce and she called me a granny groomer. So my response was to her, "You're a fucking nonce." And they should keep you away from kids and keep kids away from you. Now, Dave was on the panel, and they tried telling me some when I was on there one time when we was having the conversation. He tried to tell me that he never saw that live stream that Michelle did about London Girl, that absolutely fucking disgusting live stream that she did about her, all because she mentioned her dogs. Now, I'm going to say it again. Nobody should be mentioning nobody's fucking animals. But the reason for that was because Michelle would not leave her alone. I will never conform. And do you know what's the worst thing about all this all? When fucking Michelle was going at her, Smiler, the same cunt. Yes, Smiler, you're a fucking cunt. Yeah? He had the audacity to go and say that I've bullied London Girl. But then I will never conform. He's got the audacity then to start on London Girl because she has responded to Michelle. And then Dave on his own panel, after apparently not watching the fucking live stream Michelle did about London Girl, calling her some of the most nastiest of shit ever. All right, yeah. I said fuck all about Michelle calling London Girl a nonce. So Dave not only is pretty much for the shit, and Dave, yeah, I've mentioned your fucking name again. Yeah. I've mentioned your name and fucking what? Making that a point that you literally, all right, don't call that your friend for nothing. You're allowed to get away with whatever, Dave. And that's a fact. You're allowed to get away with everything and fucking anything, Dave. She gets a fucking blind eye turned to most and pretty much every antique on your fucking panel. But to be quite honest, though, Dave, you turned out quite like her, so that doesn't really surprise me in any way, shape, or form. Hey, I mean, to be quite frank, after what you went and fucking did towards Ron and Marie, you know, that, honestly, yeah, that shit. Don't surprise me. Honestly, don't surprise me. And you're asked, why am I bringing that up again? It's this reference into the fact that Michelle doesn't ever want to go and look at herself in the fucking mirror, Dave, but she'll always want to go and preach to other people about their behavior. It's funny, that, isn't it? But of course, though, Dave, you will never, ever, 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 ever see Michelle doing no wrong. You go and say, do you know what? Michelle's Michelle. You know, she is who she is. No, she's a fucking horrible little cunt. So anyway, like I was saying, I never conform. In response to everything, she is an easy target for some. It's like little Laura Lou, who started on her for no fucking reason, because little Laura Lou's a fucking druggy, fucking trash bag, stuck up, fucking absolutely death looking cunt. It looks like she's about to pop her clogs at any moment. I'm not gonna hold back on how harshly I go and talk about people because these same wankers I will never conform. All right, have said some of the most disastrous of shit towards me or sat back. Now, Smiler, for instance, we'll go and say about Smiler again, how they all come at me about how I'm apparently going to treat a Dundee girl, but none of them has said nothing towards Michelle, though. I'll never conform. You know, I know that you have, because we've spoken about this, but it makes me laugh how, you know, just for the sake of conversation, the panel will need to go and talk about someone. And, you know, all them want is for her to turn against me. So then they can find out every single little bit of conversation, every fucking bit, anything that's been sent, any pictures or whatever, or anything private. I will never conform. All they want is for me and her to fall out. That's all they want. They want her to fucking leak private messages. They want her to do this and to do that. So then they've got another fucking 7 weeks to what? A month, 6 months, a year to talk shit on fucking YouTube. I will never conform. So that's all that them really, really fucking want. All right. So they don't care about how she's treated. They don't give a fuck about anything else apart from feeding their negative nature. I will never conform. You know, that's all it is. They don't care about how they treat her, but they're okay to go and preach to every other fucker about how they treat her. So at the end of the day, listen, they can go and say whatever the fuck they want, but they don't care. They can go and say about how I treat her, about how, you know, about whatever else. I'd have to go and watch back the live stream. I never conform, but the matter of the fact is, they're not all just for the shit. You know, I didn't see Wolfie. I didn't see any of those people, Ginge, any of those cunts on that live stream that time in that fucking chat. All right, saying anything. Yogi, you fucking name it. None of them. I will never conform. You know, the amount of people in that chat who literally sat back and let a woman who's done fuck all to someone be absolutely fucking frustrated and basically humiliated, all because she mentioned some dogs, because of a woman who was going at her for weeks, following her around, blocking me in chats I will never conform. Yeah, Michelle was blocking me in chats to follow fucking Nina around, the London girl, to basically try and get her to speak. Because all they wanted to do was get out of me. Because Michelle couldn't get out of me with her words. I will never conform. She couldn't, but she still can't put me fuck all. That's why she shuts her trap. She gives me this, you're pussy, you're pussy. You won't say anything to man. Easiest trick in the book. I'll never conform. So, yeah, them lot don't care about how she's treated. They never will. They just want something to go and talk about. It's all they fucking want. Because if they did care, then all those people in that chat would have gone and said something about fucking Michelle calling her a nonce, saying that she should stay away from kids. And do you know what? I will never conform. She kept threatening. She kept threatening. She's like, "Do you want me to go and do a live stream about her?" Because Michelle was talking shit, because she likes to be a dominant, horrible little bitch, and try and fucking take ruling over every cunt because she thinks she's better than everybody else. I never conform, and she fucking ain't, but she thinks she is. So she decided, obviously, to do a live stream after me saying you won't do fuck all. And she did do it. And then that really got to London Girl. And once again, you're the only person that I know to date who said anything about it. The only other people that were saying anything about it, who was not, and I've got the proof, by the way, of this, who was not on fucking YouTube, though, they were in Discord, who was saying something about it, though, the fake little wanker, Rebel Bert, who I've actually got proof of what he was saying about Michelle C. And if anybody wants it, they can have it, because it's underneath the live stream that was in Discord. I can show you the fucking messages if anyone's going to see it, as well as Lisa Sargent. Although Rebel Bert was slating Michelle, but it's funny how he sits in her fucking chat. Well, in Dave's chat, no, sorry. In Dave's chat. He sits in Dave's chat, tries to play Happy Families. I'll tell you why that is. Because basically, I got him fucking banned from a Discord because him and Lisa were being a bunch of horrible little cunts. So I got them both banned in a fucking Discord. Oh fucking well. So then something happened some weeks back where I got informed that Rebel Bert had gone and made something up. Yes, you Rebel, you wanker. You tried to say something that I'd gone and said, which never happened, and I was told about it, Rebel Bert. It's funny, isn't it? Because on that day you was in London at that time, and I told you that I was going to be coming down to see you face to face. You then decided that you was basically going to go to work, didn't you, Rebel Bert? You weren't going to come. So then we left it at that, and then all the other shit coming. I've got all the proof in Discord, by the way, Rebel Bert. You know, your messages ain't been deleted, they're all still there. You see, when you've got what a very good relationship with the server owner, Rebel, and you keep being a fucking wanker. It's not me who's being a cunt, it was you. So I got you banned. So your response basically was to go and join the very fucking people who you basically were slating off in Discord. You don't like, you think are horrible, but they have allowed you in their fucking community because you now have turned against, well, basically me and Nina. You was slating her in the fucking chat, you little wanker, and you've got the audacity to basically come and say that I'd apparently stopped you from speaking to her. Rebel. And I'm not going to go and tell you who would inform me of that, Rebel Bert. But yeah, you had gone and told her in a chat that I had fucking told you to never go and speak to her again, which is a load of bullshit. Because I showed her our Discord conversation, Rebel. Not all of it, just the latest, you know. So yeah, Rebel, you know, same people. I will never conform. who preach about how she's treated in Discord and on YouTube, but they all fucking sit back and allow people like Michelle C and all the other lot to be able to so I will never conform. You may well give a fuck, but the rest of them don't. And do you want to know why? Because they have not got the fucking balls to speak up and say anything about it. I rest my case. If anybody's got a problem with my wording this evening, you got your live streams. Fucking do a live and respond to me. I don't give a shit. Michelle, you can go and do one too. You go and call me a fucking nonce, a granny groom, or all you want. I don't give a shit. I still sleep like a baby at night. Simple as that. Hello, High Star. High Star. You're another wanker who sits back and says nothing when London Girl was being fucking tarnished, created on this fucking app. You're another wanker who sat back and said fuck all. Billy Bob, can't really go and say you're another wanker because I haven't really seen you around in the channels where London Girl's been spoken about very, very badly by other people that basically want to go and point the finger at other people and go and call them a fucking bully towards they shut their mouth at other people. So I can't really go and call you a wanker. Good to see you though. Desmond, I know that you fell out apparently with them lot because you said that you spoke up about what Michelle did in that live stream. But all the other fucking wankers, I don't get involved with any arguments with people. You're all adults. All right then, High Star. So why the fuck, all right, did you that time get involved with that shit going on in Nose then? Which is when you come in here that time and I banned you. Fair enough, you don't really get involved, High Star, but you know, even if I didn't really fucking know the people, I still would have gone and spoke up and said this is fucking wrong. And you do get involved, High Star, because you've done it towards me, so that's a lot of bollocks. I mean, everybody wants somewhere to go. So when all the more popular live streams are on, when the least popular are on, you know, everybody flocks in there. I can't really go and say that for Billy Bob because I haven't really seen him around in a very, very long time. Where he pops into certain other channels, but Bruce, fucking see what I mean? You ban people for fun, Nathan. I'll tell you what, then, nice stuff. Just because you don't, just because you haven't really gone and said fuck all, you know. There you go, you can have 300. So anyway, why is everybody in my chat for anyway? Andy Beat's not on. Everybody timed me out for it that Michelle was a bully and I stood up to them. Yeah, but you're just as much of a wanker than Mr. BB, but you are correct though. Hello, Donna. Donna, I'm confused about you too because you you confused me, woman, because you were slating Gypsy Dave's channel the other week in mine, saying how boring it was. And then when there's nowhere for you to fucking go, you go in there. I guess the reason why people don't like me is because I literally have got no filter. Well, a lot of people don't like me because I won't go into a room and keep my mouth shut. Well, I won't be on my panel, keep my mouth shut just to get on with everyone. Donna. I'm just very, very Nathan. Oh, fuck off. Why has everybody got a fucking excuse? I mean, and fuck, I mean, it's a bit like me fucking saying that I've got a bad memory, so I don't recall half the things I go and say, or I'm a drunk. So basically, the alcohol's my excuse. I cannot remember that I said yesterday. No, so forgive me. Donna, Donna, I'm about to upset you, Donna. Yeah, I will never conform, Donna. That almost funny, Donna. Honestly, oh my God, there's always an excuse to people, isn't there? Hey, there's always an excuse. Unfortunately for me, I don't have no excuses because I don't really have much of a bad memory. I just don't have a filter. But every other fucker's got an excuse. Am I meant to have empathy? Don't I? Doesn't matter, Donna. Doesn't matter. You ask, I never conform. I'm notoriously known for not having a filter, and I'll go and fucking say it. I don't give a shit if you want to sub me. I don't care if I upset you, don't I? Do you know what I mean? The amount of you fucking people who literally just sit back, and don't say nothing when you're in certain channels. You fucking say it in here all day long about all them lot, but then I've seen you over there, Donna. I've seen you over there, Donna. And I see what people fucking do, you know, that they've seen what those that over there go and do. I don't give a fuck what those that go and do. I know exactly what them lot, have done. It doesn't bother me either way. People are scared of their fucking accounts, that their Facebook's being looked into, their family being leaked online. Donna. That's what they're all fucking scared of. Donna. They're all scared of basically their workplaces being rung up. That's why people like you say fuck all when you're in a chat like that. But you're fucking going slag them off rotten though in here. And then when you do come in here again after going in there, you then go and try and go and say you don't fucking remember. What is the next excuse, Donna? Them what don't fucking scare me. They don't fucking bother me. I don't give a shit about those lot and what they're fucking capable of. I don't care, Donna. But every other fucker does. I have nothing to hide. Donna, I fucking witnessed you. Donna. Like many other fucking people. I've witnessed it, Donna. You out your fucking mind. Listen, you can go wherever you want, Donna. You really, really can. You really, really fucking can. I won't tell you where to go. It's just that, you know, when you're in one fucking channel, all right, I've got no problem with fucking going into Dave's chat, speaking about him in here, all right, yeah, and basically telling him exactly what the fuck I think of him, or going into his fucking chat. I don't care about none of them lot. They don't bother me either way. But some of you lot fucking do. So for you to give up a half fucking witted excuse as to why you act very, very differently in different fucking channels, because I've seen it, Donna, and my eyes don't fucking lie. Even when I ain't got glasses on, I ain't fucking blind. You know, you go and slag them off all day long in my fucking chat. You go in there, and when they're talking about shit, all right, on Dave's panel about people, all right, or whatever else, you don't say anything, Donna. What are you scared of, being fucking timed out? Loads of people do it. Listen, am I telling you to be like me? No, I ain't. But it's fucking fake. The only the only other person I do actually really know who don't give a shit is I will never conform. Me and him have had fucking a couple of to and fro's on multiple occasions. But I tell you what though, he don't hold back. He don't care who you are. He'll call out if he fucking needs to. But most of you other fucking wankers will not. You are fucking fake. I've witnessed it. Donna, I've seen it. And there's a lot of you fucking not on it. There's a lot of you lot on there. There's a fucking lot of you who portray to give a fuck about someone, but then when you're in a fucking channel where that person's being fucking spoken about or slated, you say nothing. Because all you cunts go and do is you sit in the fucking chat and mind your own business. Because if you did fucking start, you'd get big mouth Michelle C, who thinks she's the fucking top gun of YouTube, yeah, fucking squawking. Because she's a toxic little cow and she don't care. And all the other fucking wankers just sit up there. Yeah, I will never conform to good man. And he's got the balls to go and say something. Me and him had a couple of to and fro's. But you, though, Istar, you're another one. Just because you don't get involved with it, Istar, it doesn't fucking hurt to go and say something. It doesn't, Istar. And this is the fucking problem. It's not about getting involved, Istar. Most of those people who say they don't want to get involved, they fucking do open up their mouths when it comes to something in that fucking inner circle. They always get involved, Istar. I've fucking seen it. So for anybody to go and tell me any fucking different, that's a load of bullshit. Fucking joke, man. No, Desmond, you haven't gonna call me a cunt. You haven't gonna call me a cunt. You haven't. Stop. I don't have none. I ain't got no empathy, I ain't got no filters. I'm done with that fucking empathy. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I am. I just choose when to have it. I don't have empathy. I just choose when to be empathetic and when not to. Filters. What the fuck are filters, Si? Honestly, what are fucking filters? Why would I want to get involved over someone over the internet? I'll sleep either way. But you see, that's the thing though, Heist. There isn't it though. That's the thing though. Why would you want to get involved with someone over the internet? Heister. I'll tell you what then. Let me ask you this then, Heister. So if you knew something was false or wrong and you knew otherwise, and those people were trying to make up something about that person and you knew the truth, would you still keep your mouth closed? Would you, Heister? You know, Heister, I blocked Nutter because he was doing the very fucking thing that I'm against. He was joining in with all the other fucking lot. I'm my own person, Heister. He's been a dickhead. So I blocked him, and I don't want nothing to go and do with that with Nutter. I'm wishing him all the best with his fucking family and everything, all right, and his daughter. But I don't want nothing to go and do with him. I stuff. And all those people go and say, "Oh, Nutter's lovely." Listen, you can have your opinions about it. I didn't go to say he's a bad man. Just don't really have any interest in that no more. Nothing's governed. Oh yeah, by the way, Nina London girl, if you are in the background, I have been trying to get in touch with you. I hope you're all right. Nothing's governed by me, so no more. I ain't got no control. Uh, choose not to. I don't give a fuck either. Robert Random, is he in the chat, is he? Well, I can't, I ain't really going to put a link out because I've got to go and get ready. Probably going to get people saying, oh, he's probably just going to do a live stream talking about everybody just to get people in. No, definitely not. If Andy was live as well, everybody would fuck off over there. I'm like a last resort, I am. And on that note, I am off. Before I go, I take nothing back and I'm giving her apologies. If I've upset anybody on this live stream, it was very well meant, by the way. Donna, hi star. No, go over there and be with them if you want, you know, honestly. But I know what I've fucking seen. And I don't care. Bye bye. Bye bye, Desmond. I'm off.